All right, everybody, welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to be looking at some facts that could save your life.
Ooh.
At least according to this YouTube video by InfoIntrigue.
Okay.
We all know the internet's a wild place, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we're not just going to take these claims at face value.
Right.
We're going to break them down, see what holds water, maybe learn some surprising things along the way.
I love it.
So one of the first tips that caught my eye in this video was about drinks at parties.
Okay.
The video says, if your drink suddenly tastes salty, it could be a sign that something has been slipped in.
Oh.
Is that a legitimate concern, or are we just being paranoid?
Well, I mean, it's definitely important to be aware of the possibility of drink tampering.
Right.
But a salty taste alone isn't necessarily a red flag.
Okay.
I mean, there are a lot of innocent explanations for that.
Sure.
Like a salty rim, or maybe, someone spilled a snack in your drink.
Yeah.
What's more important is paying attention to how you feel. If you start feeling dizzy or disoriented or unusually intoxicated after just a few sips,
Right.
that's a much stronger indicator that something might be wrong.
Makes sense. Trust your gut. Literally.
Right, exactly.
Speaking of unexpected dangers, the video also tackles this myth about jumping into water to escape bees or wasps.
Okay.
It claims they'll just wait for you to resurface. Is there any truth to that?
So it's true that bees and wasps can be persistent,
Yeah.
but they're not going to hover over the water indefinitely.
Right.
The idea that they'll patiently wait for you to come up for air is a bit of an exaggeration.
Okay.
In fact, their vision is actually quite poor underwater,
Right.
making it difficult for them to track a moving target.
Huh. So jumping in the water might buy you some time,
Right.
but it's not a foolproof escape plan.
Exactly. If you can, it's still best to seek shelter indoors or in a car to fully get away from the swarm.
Okay, good advice. Now, this next one really freaked me out.
Okay.
The video says if you wake up in the middle of the night and smell gas, you should not turn on the light because it could cause an explosion. Is that really as serious as it sounds?
Absolutely. This is one tip where the video is spot on.
Okay.
Even the tiniest spark from a light switch can ignite a gas leak, leading to a potentially devastating explosion.
Wow.
Natural gas is highly flammable, and when it mixes with air, it creates an explosive atmosphere.
Right.
Turning on a light or even using a phone
Oh,
can create a spark that ignites the gas.
so no midnight snacks if you smell gas. Got it.
Aha! Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, moving on to something a little different, self-defense.
Right.
The video suggests that if you're attacked, you should try to scratch your attacker to get their DNA under your fingernails.
Interesting.
How reliable is that as evidence?
Well, it's not quite as simple as they make it seem on TV.
Right.
While DNA evidence can be collected from under fingernails, it's a delicate process, and the quality of the sample can vary greatly.
I see.
It also depends on whether the attacker's DNA is already in a database.
So it's not a guaranteed solution, but it's still worth trying, right?
I mean, any evidence you can gather in a self-defense situation could potentially be helpful.
Right.
It's also important to remember that the primary goal in a self-defense situation is to escape to safety, not to collect evidence.
Okay, good point. Now, the video also had some interesting advice about encountering mountain lions.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, you shouldn't run, but instead back away slowly and make yourself look big. That seems counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Wouldn't running be a better way to escape?
It might seem that way, but running could actually trigger a mountain lion's chase instinct. They
Yeah.
are ambush predators, meaning they rely on surprise and speed to catch their prey.
Right.
By running, you might inadvertently trigger that instinct, making yourself more likely to be pursued.
So by standing your ground and making yourself look intimidating,
Yeah.
you're less likely to be seen as prey.
Exactly. Making noise, waving your arms, and maintaining eye contact can help deter a mountain lion from attacking.
Wow, okay. Good to know. All right. Last but not least, we have a truly controversial tip.
Let's hear it.
The video suggests that if you're ever being carjacked,
Uh,
you should deliberately crash the car.
Really?
Is that ever a good idea?
This is a very complex and dangerous situation, and I want to be very clear that deliberately crashing a car is incredibly risky and could result in serious injuries or even death.
Yeah, I can see how that could backfire in a major way.
The best course of action in a carjacking is to try to assess the situation and comply with the carjacker's demands while looking for an opportunity to escape safely.
Okay,
Your safety is the top priority.
that makes sense. It sounds like the real takeaway here is that there's no one-size-fits-all solution to dangerous situations.
Right.
It's more about cultivating a mindset of awareness, critical thinking. and being prepared to adapt to whatever comes your way.
Absolutely. It's about being informed, but also being able to think on your feet and make the best decisions possible in a challenging situation.
Well said. So there you have it, folks. Some food for thought, and maybe some tips that could come in handy someday.
Yeah.
As always, do your own research, stay informed, and be safe out there.
Stay safe.
What do you think?
Which tip was the most surprising? Let us know. We love hearing from you. And don't forget to subscribe and share the deep dive with your friends. Catch you next time.